floor. We're short about 2 windows, but they've got those ordered. They should be in next week. Exterior doors installed, so we're almost completely dried in. We're one-siding the second floor restrooms and classrooms. The roof is almost done. They will be completing that this week. The mechanical shafts were inspected and framed and getting ready to insulate. And then painting the exterior has started back up, as well as some of the interior areas.
Thank you. And here's a visual of the fields, those basic fields that we talked about at each of those high schools.
Yes, Eastmark baseball and softball. The backstop poles have been filled and they're put up and concreted. The softball field backstop posts are being set. The chain link should be finished up this week. Gates are also being delivered. The irrigation has actually started. It's actually in. We have inspections for pressure testing on that this week. And then the concrete and retention grades are being completed.
It's important to note that both of these sites have been operating with one field each to support their entire campus. So this allows all 3 high schools to have 2 fields plus some multi-purpose options by completing the construction at Eastmark and Chrisman. So all 3 will have the same amount. Okay, staying up in that northern portion, we are going now to look at GPA, Gateway Polytechnic Academy, and that academic wing.
Yep, at Gateway, this one's further along than most of them. The first floor has been textured and painted. Ceiling grid has started and is done on the first floor and started on the second floor. The bridge handrails are installed. Mini split condensers are actually installed, waiting for power, permanent power. The fire line has been poured back, RTUs are set. Tile has started and is complete on the first floor and starting on the second floor.
Perfect. It's important to note that this campus was actually completed. However, there's so much growth up in the Eastmark area that we had to find an opportunity to provide additional classroom space to support these campuses. There's an elementary school, Silver Valley, that's got 1,300 students in it. This campus currently has over 1,000 students. So knowing that there's limited land and availability to build up there, we wanted to make sure that we were maximizing the academic space, which is why we've added on an academic wing through state funds on that campus. All right. The last one we're going to talk about is Elementary 10. Elementary 10 is in the northern portion to be able to support that Eastmark area, so they'll have 3 elementary schools. This land was also purchased by the Schools Facility Division. It was one of the last remaining parcels in this area for a school plot, and the state paid for that land, and now we're working through to design and start construction on this elementary school to support the growth in that area.
Absolutely. Elementary 10, we're building and civil plans are in for their second plan review with Mesa, McDOT, and Jim Fox. We should have a building permit in the next couple of weeks. Submitted for the county health permits. City of Mesa and McDOT, we're trying to get a more definite timeline, but should have those permits before the end of April. We've made the initial SRP submittals to get the power service design started. And then we had the SFB board meeting last week, and it went well.
Yeah, it did. The SFD was able to approve that, and we have that before you tonight for a GMP approval. Here's an example of what that campus would look like with the admin building and the classroom building with the fields in the back. Here's an example of what those classrooms would look like interior-wise. We'll have more renderings as we get closer. Yeah. SPS Plus is actually working on a visualization for the governing board to see inside the hallways.
Yep.
Here's exterior renderings that we've been able to show. Again, they're continuing to update these. And at this time, we'll take any questions.
Questions? All right, thank you so much. Superintendent's report, Dr. Berry.
President Revel, governing board members, members of the community, I have a superintendent report that I give through the lens of our strategic plan, 5 priority areas, and I'd like to start with number 1, which is safe and healthy environment. In our commitment to foster a safe and healthy environment at our Queen Creek Unified School District, we are proud of our child nutrition department, who has served over 1 million healthy meals to our staff and students this year. Under priority 2, effective operations, I would like to commend the following 3 schools for writing grants that resulted in $30,000 for our programs from Meta. Queen Creek Elementary received $24,000 to increase one-to-one technology for their students. Eastmark High School received $4,000 to use on devices for the nursing program, and Silver Valley Elementary received a $2,000 grant to implement a traffic planning program to modernize their student pickup and drop-off. So I want to just congratulate these people for their efforts. Under priority 3 is effective operations or effective partnerships. Our district recently hosted the second CAFE, which stands for Community and Family Engagement event for the school year. School leaders, PTOs, business partners, faith-based community people, educational nonprofits attended this event to collaborate on ways to support our district. And I just appreciate, I think we had 140 plus people in this room. It was awesome to see the collaboration. Under priority 4 is exceptional personnel. I want to congratulate a number of people, starting with Queen Creek High School Athletic Director Chris Drivinghawk. And Chris is not here tonight, but he was named the 6A Central Region Athletic Director of the Year. We appreciate Chris for all of his hard work and commitment to our student athletes and the entire school. Give Chris a quick round of applause. Now, our district partners with a nonprofit organization called Schools Connect, and they're statewide, actually branching outside of the state of Arizona. And each year, their organization honors the best individuals in education throughout the entire state in different categories. And I'm proud to announce that our district has 3 people who are nominees for this year's School Connect Champions in Education for the entire state of Arizona, starting with a teacher over at Schnepp Elementary, a 6th grade teacher by the name of Cindy Thompson. She is nominated as a finalist for the Hero Marker Award. Give Cindy a round of applause. Don Kinnaw, principal at Jack Barnes Elementary, is nominated for the It Takes a Village Award. Don is here. Give Don a quick round of applause. And sitting to my right, Governing Board Vice President Samantha Davis was also nominated for the Collaborative Leadership Award. Give Ms. Davis a round of applause. Now, this award breakfast takes place on April the 25th, where winners will be announced. And I just want to congratulate all of these people for the good work they do in our district and out in the community. Our 5th and final priority area is student success, and I'm proud to share the achievement of Sage Glonick, who from Queen Creek High School has been named the National Merit Scholarship winner. This is one of the most prestigious scholarships in the country with a rigorous application process, high academic standards, and this goes on and on. Congratulations, Sage. Yes. We also have 4 students have been recognized by the town of Queen Creek as students that demonstrate good citizenship by showing integrity, kindness, and respect. These students are awarded the Town Council's Star Student Award, and I want to congratulate 3 or 4 individuals, I believe. Parker Sutley from Francis Brandon Pickett Elementary. Amni Perez from Desert Mountain Elementary. And both Roger Bell and Pierce Rothmeyer from Queen Creek Virtual Academy. Now, to close up my superintendent report, I'd like to end with an alumni spotlight. We started this a few years ago. It kind of reminds us of why we got into education. The alumni spotlight kind of takes a student that came through our K-12 system. Now they're out in the community being productive citizens. And tonight's alumni spotlight goes to Courtney Nichols. Is Courtney here tonight? She wasn't able to make it. She's probably working. But anyway, Courtney graduated from Queen Creek High School back in 2008. She's the daughter of Miss Nichols, Queen Creek Junior High School principal. And she was a member of NHS, a cheerleader. Courtney is now impacting and saving lives as a trauma nurse at Chandler Regional Hospital. So if you know her, please give her a hug and thank her for all that she has done for our community. That concludes my superintendent report.
All right, that brings us to our favorite part of the meeting, which is where we get a chance to recognize the amazing employees and students in our district who are doing wonderful things. So the first up, we have the Power of One recognition for staff. The Power of One awards are given during the board meeting each month to selected recipients at each school. For this award, a person is selected from among those eligible who has clearly demonstrated the outstanding qualities and efforts in making a difference in what we look for in our Queen Creek schools. We would like to invite the following individuals up that were selected by Queen Creek High School. Patricia Brooks, Amber Martin, Rachel Miles, and Michael Paredes. We would also like to ask Dr. Adam Wolf, principal of Queen Creek High School, to say a few words about how these individuals were selected.
Wow, I don't know if we've had a turnout like this before, but we appreciate you guys all being here to honor these amazing individuals. Good evening. I'm Adam Wolf. I'm proud to serve as the principal at Queen Creek High School. Tonight we honor 3 exceptional Queen Creek employees and 1 Queen Creek High School parent volunteer with the power of 1 for exemplifying the highest standards of dedication, excellence, and professionalism in their work. Their commitment to our team's success has been truly remarkable. As we celebrate their achievement, I'm reminded of a quote by Vince Lombardi, who once said, "The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we've applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand." The Power of 1 recipients tonight embody these words in every aspect of their work. Ms. Brooks serves as our AVID teacher and our AVID coordinator at Queen Creek High School. Ms. Martin serves as our College Career Center advisor and lead. Rachel Miles is our football booster club president. And Mike, yeah, you can give everyone a round of applause. And Michael serves as one of our leads grounds keepers, who does an exceptional job with our facilities and specifically our fields. These individuals have a positive attitude and ability to elevate those around us. In recognizing their outstanding contributions, we also recognize the countless hours of effort and their relentless pursuit of excellence that have brought us to this moment. Their achievements serve as a testament to what can be done and accomplished through hard work, determination, and truly a passion for what you do. These individuals bring it each and every day. They do not just treat this as a job. They take true ownership and have a passion for Queen Creek High School and serving the staff, students, and community, and we really appreciate that. This evening, we not only honor their professional accomplishments, but their commitment to serving our staff, students, and community. Patricia, Amber, Michael, and Rachel serve as an example for all of us, reminding us that success is not merely about individual achievement, but about the collective effort of a team working together. I could not be more proud to stand beside each one of you to honor you for all your hard work and dedication to Queen Creek High School. I'm grateful to have you as part of our family. Thank you so much.
On behalf of the governing board, we'd like to thank you for all of your dedication to not only Queen Creek High School, but our district. And at this time, we invite you to the back of the room for photos. Next, that brings us up to Student of the Month recognition. The Student of the Month award recognizes and promotes the success of QCUSD students. Recipients are chosen based on the characteristics identified in the PBIS program, such as be kind, be respectful, show integrity. The Student of the Month student is conscientious and exhibits a determination to learn while demonstrating these positive traits. We would like to invite up the following individuals from Queen Creek High School who are examples of these characteristics for this recognition. Adriana Meyer, and Caden Speck. Thank you both so much for showing kindness, respect, and integrity. At this time, we would like to invite you to the back of the room for photos as well. All right. That brings us to our call to the public. Individuals who wish to address the board are requested to complete the appropriate form prior to the meeting and give the form to the board secretary. Members of the board may not discuss items that are specifically identified on the agenda. Members of the board are also not able to comment even if the information is incorrect. Therefore, pursuant to ARS 38-431.01H, action taken as a result of public comment will be limited to directing staff to study the matter, responding to any criticism, or scheduling the matter for a future agenda. The board requests that all comments be limited to 3 minutes or less, and that the public refrain from use of speech or language that is offensive or inappropriate pursuant to Board Policy 1-302. In the event that there are more than 5 requests to speak, the time will be limited to 1.5 minutes for each comment. The board president also reserves the right to limit the discussion whenever she deems such action appropriate to the proper conduct of the meeting. We've got one today. Anna?
Hello. Okay. Can I start? Good evening. I'm Anna Drott, and I'm here to tell you about an incident involving my 10-year-old son, a 4th grader at Jack Barnes Elementary on March 7th of 2024. I received a phone call from the principal that my son had made a very threatening comment, and she would like to talk about his consequences, and that she has him in the office. When I got to this school, there was a police officer there to read my 10-year-old 4th grader his juvenile Miranda rights. During the investigation, it was brought to our attention that he was playing a video game in class on scratch.mit.edu. The game is called Scratch Brawl 2 Reboot on the school server on a school computer. The game involves guns and shooting. All the kids are allowed to play the game. My son said that the boys have played the game multiple times. My son has been allowed to play this game at school without my knowledge. Because of this game, he made a comment out loud about having a gun in his bag, referring to the game, not the school bag. So immediately he was pulled out of class, brought into the office, and the police were called. The principal asked if he had anything in his school bag, and he said no. She proceeded to search his school bag and found nothing. The punishment he received was being suspended for 5 days. My reasoning for being here tonight is to make you aware what these kids are playing in school. We have a no-tolerance policy for the mention of a gun, but what about the no-tolerance policy to the video game that was being played? I would also like you to be aware that there was no investigation done before calling the police. Had the teacher, the principal, asked my son what he was referring to when he had learned that he had made that comment, they would have learned there was no threat. Words of common sense. In fact, if I would have never asked my son what he was doing while making said comment, no one would have even known about the game. They would have just punished him without knowing all the facts. I would like to know where the common sense is in when punishing a child before asking a simple question. My son has never been in trouble, and the day prior to all of this, both his teacher and special education teacher said how wonderful and sweet and helpful he is, and they enjoy having him in class. You're setting our children for failure when we have a no-tolerance policy for using the term gun in school, but not a no-tolerance policy for the games that are being played in school. My son now has this on his school record, which will follow him for the rest of his school life. The principal has in fact admitted the game is inappropriate. Should not the school take some responsibility for the incident and remove the suspension from his record? Why is my son the only one being punished? Matter of fact, around the exact same time, the principal has allowed the children in the school to wrap her up to a pole using caution tape. If we were to take the context out of that, what does that sound like to you? I am done. Sorry, I read that really fast.
Thank you.
I wanted to get it all in that 3 minutes.
Thank you. If you could look into that further,
Thank you.
we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do have pictures of the game. Can I get that to you guys? And the email where it states the principal says the game is
Okay, that brings us to our consent agenda. I can take it individually or in its entirety.
I move to take the consent agenda in its entirety.
I second.
I have a first and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that brings us to action items. During the study session, it had been asked to hold item A, so we will go ahead and move to item B. Discussion and possible action to approve the guaranteed maximum price, GMP number 2, in the amount of $26,970,862 for elementary number 10, Amber Borges.
President Volt, members of the governing board, this GMP for elementary 10 allows construction to begin this May to be in preparation for welcoming students in July of 2025. The school's facility division board approved the design and GMP in their meeting last week. We're recommending approval on this GMP.
Do you have any questions? Take a motion.
I make a motion to approve the guaranteed maximum price GMP of $423,958 for Queen Creek Unified School District High School Number 3, Permanent Access Road, Phase 1.
That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong.
Oh,
We're on B.
bottom line. I make a motion to approve the guaranteed maximum price GMP number 2 in the amount of $26,970,862 for elementary number 10.
Okay.
That one's right.
Thank you.
Is that number okay?
Do you need him to repeat the
Do you
number?
need the
since it's
number to
incorrect?
change?
If you just repeat the number one more time, you said 800 and it's
He-
976.
26 million.
No, he-
So $26,970,862.
He's correct.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Matt.
All right, C, possible action of adoption of a resolution approving the district funds for elementary number 10, Amber Bordis.
President Revolt, members of the governing board, the school's facility division mandates that districts must provide a resolution of funds if the total cost of a project exceeds the awarded amount. In the case for elementary 10, the district found it necessary to seek additional funding sources to meet the budgetary requirements and the minimal adequacy guidelines. A significant portion of these funds, totaling at $2.8 million, is designated for adjacent ways, a requirement for ensuring proper ingress and egress to the property. This allocation was anticipated and prepared for in advance in the FY24 Adjacent Ways budget, recognizing the necessity of this work for the successful completion of the project on the designated parcel, encompassing both on-site and off-site aspects. The SFD does not reimburse for adjacent ways because there is a funding mechanism, which is a levy for districts. $719,000 will come from Fund 510, which is Child Food Nutrition. This has been earmarked for the purchase of kitchen equipment for the site. This account balance is monitored by the ADE and has restrictions for carry forward and what items can actually be purchased. It is typical practice that kitchen equipment is purchased from this fund when available. ADE has a capital purchase approval process for this purpose. An additional $194,000 has been allocated through the E-rate program for cabling and switches within the building. Leveraging this federal program allows for refundable rates back to the district, which optimizes our financial resources. Additionally, recognizing the need for operational efficiencies, the district proposes the inclusion of a building management system, which is a portion of these funds. Although the current building design lacks overall efficiencies, which we're aware of due to the budget, compared to existing sites, the district prioritized this addition to enhance operational effectiveness on the new campus. In order to add this building management system, district funds had to be utilized because there was not enough state funding. We do want to note that these funds will not be reimbursed by the SFD unless construction funds end up costing less than the guaranteed maximum price that you just approved. This is highly unlikely. We are recommending approval of this resolution so we can move forward with construction. I'm happy to take any questions.
Questions? All right, I'll take a motion.
I move to approve the resolution to use district funds to support construction for elementary number 10.
A second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, that brings us to personnel. I can take it individually or in its entirety.
I move to take in personnel in its entirety.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that brings us to announcements. We can cross off the April 18th tentative session. Yep, okay, so we'll take that off. We do have a May 7th study session board meeting, as well as a retirement and years of service reception beginning at 6 p.m. June 4th, we have a study session regular session. July 9th, study session regular session. And for our calendar of events, Tuesday, April 18th, we have the business partner breakfast at 7:30 a.m. Thursday, April 25th, we have the Awards of Excellence ceremony at 6 p.m. And Tuesday, April 30th, we have Queen Creek High School Scholarship ceremony at 6:30 p.m. I will take a motion to adjourn our meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.